Hey guys, DT here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a brand new Clash Royale video. So this is the first video that I've recorded ever since I got sick a few days after the Thanksgiving. So I'm really sorry about no face cam and I'm sorry that my voice sounds a little bit off. I know that you all are still waiting for the video where I open all of those awesome chests, including the legendary, the epic, and the magical. So that is coming right after I get a bit better. Today is the first day where I can fully speak for more than just 2 or 3 minutes without coughing out my lung. So I decided to show you some of the replays of the random deck challenge. I of course had to take that up and go forward because it is always really cool because you have an opportunity sometimes to play with cards that you don't just yet have. And the video that Timmy Gamer made for me, which by the way, huge thank you goes out to Timmy for putting that out for me. That was incredibly nice of him to dedicate his time on creating the video for me when he could have been recording a video for himself. So that really is very appreciated by me and I couldn't have been happier. But this is basically a compilation of some of the coolest wins. Believe me, I've had quite a few of really terrible losses. So I could also make a video of hilarious losses. But I thought I'm going to show you the wins first. In this deck over here features all of the cards that I already have, but the cards that I don't use together in a deck on regular basis. For instance, I of course have my Hog Rider. You guys have seen him so many times and he's got me so many victories. I have my Wizard, and the Ice Wizard was one of my first legendaries, but I don't use them together all the time. But here, under these circumstances, they came together really quite nicely and I was able to get the win, even though my opponent had the double Prince combo, Dark Prince and a regular Prince combo. That is a really strong combo. And I actually was using the Ice Golem here. I do have Ice Golem in I have the card, but I've never used it, and I see, a lot of high-level players like Ash use Ice Golem all the time. For instance, when we were in San Francisco during the Supercells event, I saw Ash basically ace every single game using the Ice Golem, but I never use it myself. But in this game, I had the Ice Golem, and him being pretty inexpensive, I was able to use it really strategically to defend when necessary. So over here, I'm trying to stop the major double Prince minion skeleton rush and do it quite well with the help of the Wizard and the Valkyrie. And guys, I was definitely down when it comes to the HP. My left hand side arena tower was at 600 HP. Over here I'm throwing Fireball and eliminating altogether the Musketeer, and my double Valkyrie combo is just going forward, and just like that would bring down my opponent's arena tower, and we're heading for the Crown Tower. Now the combination is really powerful because I have my Ice Wizard, which slows down the movement of the troops and of course causes a small amount of damage. I have my regular Wizard, which just blazes, the pathway, and I have my Princess, which has a really great range, and a Valkyrie, which absorbs so much damage. So this was a really cool victory. I actually have since modified my regular Lava Hound Musketeer, my Lava Hound Princess Minor deck, and I will show it to you in the next episode where I open up all of my chests. But I was basically thinking of bringing back the Muscle, and I brought back the Valkyrie, and it definitely did help out a lot. Now, this game here, guys, was a very unexpected victory. And now, you may be seeing the theme that in both previous and this game, in this challenge, I had the Ice Wizard. So the Ice Wizard used to be one of my favorite legendaries, and after I got my Princess, I think the Ice Wizard was quickly replaced by Princess. But just check out the combination of the rage here and how well we were able to push our way into our opponent's arena. And over here, my opponent is coming in really strong with the Royal Giant, which is such a dirty card, and another dirty card, the Goblin Barrel. Now, my Knight here is doing as little damage as he can, and Royal Giant caused a whole lot of damage over on the left-hand side of my arena. Now, I'm going in there with my Miner, The miner does not survive the goblins and the princess, but it's okay because I have my little bomb thrower, guys. I very rarely use him, but it is such a great card. Look at that. He's going to eliminate princess with just one throw, just like that. She is gone and out of the way. And I remember when I was playing this in real time. Now, obviously, I was in bed, so I couldn't record this. But I just remember watching the HP go down on my opponent's tower and thinking, holy guacamole, this is crazy. This little bomber is basically bringing me the victory. Now, of course, I get even with the help of the Royal Giant from my opponents. Sponge is doing really well here. He's from Gods of War clan, and now I'm heading for it. So we're both leveled up to level 9 here because when you go into a challenge, I suppose you level up to that level. Although in the previous attack, I've noticed that my opponent was actually at level 8, which is really quite odd, I have to tell you. So over here, I'm definitely thinking, holy Moses, look at that. My right-hand side arena tower is at 580 HP, but I'm going in with the Ice Wizard, with the Lava Hound, and the Miner, and of course the Fire Spirits there. So over here, my opponent gets his second crown. I'm going in for a second crown. Just a few seconds left before we go into an overtime, or somebody claims the victory. And here we go. The Lava Hound is about to pop. The pops are going to take down the tower. Where pops are out, I'm raging them up, and we're heading for the 3 crown victory, guys, because I only have 510 HP left on my crown tower, so I better be pushing really, really hard. So this is a 3 crown victory in the random deck challenge. Now, this deck was really quite similar to what I have in terms of, you know, this is my favorite Lava Hound Miner scenario, but also I've not used Knight in a long time. I did not use the Bomber at all, but having the Rage there just really made the world of the difference, and I was really happy to see the victory because I really did think that I was going to go down. I only had 510 HP left on my crown tower, so I was really, really happy to see the victory. Now, let's take a look at this attack over here. Guys, one of my most popular videos on YouTube is the one where people are asking and trying to search for how to get a prince. Now, I have not used a prince in a very, very, very long time. I will have to tell you that right away. I lost a whole lot when Prince first came out, and I think I hated him for a second, but I really haven't used Prince in a long time. But in a random deck challenge, when you get thrown one in, I just decided to go for it, and look how much damage we did there on the left-hand side, bringing the HP down to 312. And my opponent is going in here with a Prince Hog Rider push, which is a really, really strong push there, guys. My tower stood no chance unless, of course, I drop my skeleton army, which I did. And over on the right, we are pushing with my cheap troops, with my skeleton army and my goblins, my spear goblins. Over on the left, I'm pushing with the golem and the musketeer. The musketeer is going to clear off a few of the skeletons, but as soon as the golem pops and the golemites come out, that is not even going to be a problem. Now, we're going straight for the crown tower. The golemites are going at the crown tower. I'm holding back over on the right-hand side. My Valkyrie cleared off the push there. Now I basically need to figure out whether I'm going to push from the right and hold off on the push of my opponent, or I'm going to push for 3 crown. And in the moment when you are going up in a challenge and you're like, I just don't want to lose because I don't want to get kicked off from the challenge because I want to get a really sweet chest, I wasn't quite sure. So I dropped another skeleton army over here to stop the Prince push, and I dropped my Valkyrie in the middle. So I decided to just play it by ear and then see whether or not this is going to be another 3 crowner, or if I will just hold off with a 1 crown attack. Now, I have to tell you, all my opponent really had to do was to just drop a Hog Rider, and that would have been the rest. And he does it right over here, just on the wrong side. I have no idea what the thinking here was, and here we are, guys. That's exactly the thinking. He fireballed me to get the crown, so we go into an overtime, but that's not even going to matter because I'm pushing really, really strongly over on the right hand side. We now got a second crown and we're going in for the crown tower, but with just 8 seconds left, I'm only going to win by 1 crown. So this is not going to be a 3 crown victory, but nonetheless, I will still take it. And look how quickly we were taking down that crown tower. We got down to 1163 HP, but still weren't able to get the 3 crown out of it. So these were some of my favorite victories, and I guess if I have to look back on it, I had just as many defeats as victories. Let's take a look at this one over here. This one is really quite fun because it once again shows the ice golem, which I don't use a lot. Well, frankly, if I had to be honest, I never really use it at all unless I kind of have to, like in the situation. And the bomb tower. Check out the bomb tower, just completely annihilating the royal giant over here. I took absolutely no hits from my right hand side just by placing the bomb tower in front of the royal giant. So I thought that was a really fabulous save, and once again, this is a game where I'm using cards that I used to love so very much, but I basically never used them again. I used to absolutely love my baby dragon pushes. The baby dragon was one of my favorite cards for a while, and I just haven't really used it in ages. And here I have the double prince combo, which is a very strong combo. I also have the most annoying way that somebody could ever take you down unexpectedly when you're least expecting, and that of course is the rocket there. And guys, I don't think I end up using it because I just simply end up pushing my way with the prince and a dark prince combo, but the rocket is just such an annoying way to go down. I see it all the time when I'm battling against just regular people in matches. And once again, we're going to pop the bomb tower over here. We're going to have basically 0 hits over here because we're going to take down both the princess and the goblins with the bomb tower, and my lovely little baby dragon and the ice golem are pushing forward. But I just remember being finished off by players with a rocket and being so completely, mad and thinking like, oh, this is such a sneaky way to kill someone off. But hey, when it works, and when in battle, you gotta do what you gotta do. So over here, I'm using my Dark Prince, which of course, Dark Prince is a great card, but I have to say, if I had to select one, I probably would just go for a regular Prince. I feel like just more damage is done, and after the Dark Prince's shield is down, he just kind of goes down really, really quickly. But over here we have our Musketeer, double Musketeer, and a baby dragon situation where taking down that tower so quickly, and the Goblin Barrel over on the left on my side caused a bit of a damage, but we are now building up yet another push over on my opponent's side. The prince is charging for that crown tower, and the baby dragon is going at it. The ice golem must about join in, and this is going to be another 3 crown victory. So just such a fun challenge, guys, to go in and just use whichever deck is being tossed at you. I know a lot of times I get really mad because I'm like, these are horrible combinations, I have no chance at all, but then I have victories like this, which makes me really, really happy. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm really sorry for no videos. Once again, I was really quite sick, still not doing very well, but I'm hoping to start making videos slowly but surely as my voice comes back, and hopefully I'm through the horrible week of being sick. Love you guys much. I will see you in the next episode. Until then, DT is out.